Good morning. It is 11 o'clock in the morning, and this is April 12th, and we're on day 21 in Cambodia, riding my cheap bicycle across Cambodia. What are the plans today? I'm just going to pack up all my stuff, which is pretty well packed up. I'm going to probably hit the 7-Eleven, have a coffee or something down there, sit and just relax for a bit, get some caffeine in me. And then head over to the Social Backpacker Hostel and Bar, which I have booked for the next 2 nights. Past that point, they're sold out. But if I want to extend my stay, there's other $4 hostels in the same, well, at least one other $4 hostel that I know of in the same area with good reviews. This place, you know, it is what it is. I took it because I thought it was the only thing that was not booked out, but I was wrong. I just should have did a little more juggling around and figured out which day was the actual day that was most of them sold out on. Although it is like for 3 days, the New Year's for 3 days. So, yeah, I didn't leave a name of the place. I realized I didn't leave the name of this hotel in my last video. And I was like, well, they already have bad reviews on Google. There's no point in me actually bad mouthing them any more than they already have. And honestly, the icebreaker is just the Wi-Fi. And I need to post the last 3 videos and stuff like that. That's the main thing. Other than that, I can live with almost anything. I mean, I camp, yes, but I've also spent my fair share in homeless shelters too, and each homeless shelter is different. A little bit of a ramble when it comes to homeless shelters. Sometimes you got to utilize the homeless shelters when you are traveling and around winter times, because winter times is a lot more dangerous because it's a lot more easy to die from the elements when you're stuck in them. Where heat will take a longer amount of time to actually kill you, winter times can actually kill you within 3 hours of hypothermia. So the golden rule is the set of 3 when in survivalist. It's 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 hours without shelter, and that usually means in the cold. And then you have 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, and something I add in actually is 3 months without socialization with another person, because eventually you'll start talking with the squirrels and stuff like that. And no one wants to talk with the squirrels. You know you're bad when you start talking to the squirrels and they talk back. But yeah, so this is not that bad of a spot. It's just the Wi-Fi. And I mean, I could say, well, it doesn't have blankets, it doesn't have amenities, no soap, no nothing like this, but honestly, meh. And yeah, so you run into stuff like a lot worse than this when you're staying at homeless shelters. When you utilize them as a homeless person, you have a difference between what's called a wet shelter and a dry shelter. And the wet shelters are the ones that allow you to come in drunk and high on drugs and stuff like this. And that causes for a bad environment. For one, you have people that are dirtier because they just are, because they're more concerned about getting drunk or high than cleaning themselves. And no one wants that type of environment. People that are homeless that have children and stuff are not going to bring the children to that type of environment and stuff like that with their wives and stuff. The people that are down on their luck, the actual real people are down on their lucks. But then the alternative is what's called a dry shelter. And those are the ones that usually actually make you blow at the door into the breathalyzer. And if you have alcohol in your breath, it's like no go, you can't come in. If they think you're on drugs, they tell you to stay out for the night and stuff like this. So they're a little more tight on the who can come in, who can go out. And those are usually a lot nicer shelters on the inside and the quality of people that come in. And so when you have to utilize these things like shelters or food banks being you go either pick up groceries and you can use that at your camp, you know, or they have spots that serve like dinner, lunch, and breakfast sometimes. I've always utilized those too. The Catholic Church does an awesome job about feeding the poor and stuff like that. They've always done a good job because they believe in faith through works. They believe in the James, you know, when James says, you know, show me your faith, you know, show me your works through your faith and I'll show you my faith through your works, yada yada, whatever, something like that. But yeah, sorry, that's a little bit of a rambling. Now you know a little bit more about the life of a hobo. But those work programs are utilized a lot. So yeah, homeless shelters and food banks where you can pick up a hut and where you can pick up a cot, and those are just something that you shouldn't look down upon as a traveler at all. You should actually go in and actually, it's interesting sometimes to go to these not so much the shelters. Shelters more or less, shelters are just bad in general. But some of the food banks where you sit down and have a meal, it's really nice to meet other people that do the same. And you don't have just the homeless people. You have people that are on a fixed income that utilize these places and stuff like that. And yeah, you should actually open up your world a little and experience I guess you could call it experience the other side of life that a lot of people don't see, because it's like, oh, poverty and stuff like this. And poverty is poverty. It's just, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually very freeing to know that money does not control you. It doesn't control every moment of your life. But I'm rambling. This compared to a homeless shelter, not bad. But not too far away from some of them some of the shelters I've stayed in though. I'm going on too long, guys. I'm going to go down to 7-Eleven, get something to drink, some caffeine, and then go to check-in. All right, guys. I'm going to hit the road. So this is Cafe Amazon. Same way that we have Starbucks in the States, they have Cafe Amazon here in this in Cambodia, and also in but yeah, you have them a lot here in Cambodia, but also Vietnam. And anyway, I don't usually come into these places. I go for, just because these coffee shops always extreme, like expensive coffee, and you know, for the same price of the coffee you can get a whole meal and stuff like that. But I just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try and do coffee instead of an energy drink. Maybe that saved me from diabetes. Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in real quick. So there it is, cappuccino frappe. So the coffee is actually about this is iced frappuccino, so that's most expensive thing. Cappuccino frappe. It was $2.30, but one thing it does allow you to do is if you need Wi-Fi, you can come in and just like any Starbucks, they have a place to plug in your electronics. And I'm going to try uploading a video. I want to see how fast their Wi-Fi here is, because if I'm ever stuck at a hostel that has really crappy, uploading speeds, like in the area of 3 hours to upload a video, I might just run down to one of these because they are fairly everywhere. I mean, they pretty well are everywhere. You have this and also mountain coffee. I don't see as many mountain coffees here as I did in Vietnam. Vietnam had a lot of mountain coffees, so yeah, I'm going to check their internet. So just remember, if you ever need internet, you could come here and buy a coffee, maybe when not so expensive, and then just sit and do the internet. Oh, and something I realized is the bags the coffee comes in is like the perfect size for the camera for rain gear or for the camera. And if it starts raining, I'll just throw it in. Look, it's like the perfect size. So the DJI is going in this next time it starts sprinkling like it did the other day. All right. I got a reservation for Daniel.
What is your name?
Daniel Salyer. Booking.com?
This one. And
Yeah, I think so. For 2 nights, right?
can you pay now, please?
Done yet?
Yeah, right here.
You're here.
Okay, thank you.
And you prefer down, right?
Okay,
Yeah, I try to make good for you. You're not Haken, right?
yes.
I think because you're
Thank you so much,
Rob.
Rob.
I
Yeah.
just turn on the aircon, so.
All right.
I have bathroom there, also downstairs as well. I
Okay.
have bathroom there, also downstairs as well. Yeah. I have rooftop, but now it's a bit hot. Maybe during the night, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to sit.
All right, thank you.
Steam or sauna, go up there. Just, yeah.
Oh, home sweet home. All right.
Like this.
5,500? Okay.
How much was it?
9,000.
9,000. Thank you. It's okay, keep it on. You're welcome. What time do I need to pick it up?
You can get it tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
5,000. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, what time?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you. Used clothing. You know I'm going to hang out here because it's a thrift store. You know how I like thrift stores. Yeah. Betty Boop. Pink Floyd. Harley Davidson. Alright, I just dropped off my laundry, so I'm gonna actually hang out in the thrift store for a second and see what they got. So, I found it, guys. Black and white checkered with butterfly collars. Look at that bad boy. That's just got me written all over it. Yeah. Those can be flapping in the wind. So I signed up for the dinner. You sign up for the dinner, and it's only $4, but everybody shares the dishes. It looks like fried rice, egg, and vegetable, chicken with hot basil, local rice wine, which I passed, but mango salad, white rice, tofu, lak lak, and banana chicken, fried banana chicken. So anyway, I'm gonna probably go out on my bicycle now. I'm uploading one of the videos. Wi-Fi didn't seem real good at the coffee shop, but it actually might be better here. I don't know. It could just be for the fact that I was every time I restart it, it jumps back to uploading at 36%, even though I left at 50%, like the coffee shop. So that's twice it's jumped back to 36. I think it's just guessing. So I won't really be able to tell how fast Wi-Fi is until I sit in one place and not disconnect from the Wi-Fi. I just didn't want to stay at the coffee shop any longer. Anyway, I'm gonna go explore. Oh. Hello. I did. Okay, I'll tell you. Thank you. Well, I forgot that I'm not walking, that I rode up on the market on my bike. I gotta go back and get it. I forgot, just started walking. I was like, wait a second, wasn't I just riding a bicycle? So yeah, luckily the market's right there. I didn't get that far before I realized it. So I ordered the chicken Caesar salad just because I'm plastic like that. I love my vegetables, and of course I got the banana shake. So this is just right here in my hostel in the social backpackers. So. And I'm thinking about doing the tour tomorrow. If there's more than one person, it gets cheaper and cheaper. 2 people actually is $14, so I might do the all-day tour. Please sign up for it. I signed up for the dinner tonight, but $14 is actually, or less, is actually it's in my price range to do something touristy since I'm going to be here anyway. Yeah. Doesn't taste too much like a Caesar salad, but still an awesome salad nonetheless. Alright guys, yeah, so I might do the tour tomorrow. I'll sign up for it and find out. Right now I'm going out looking for an ATM. ATMs want to charge you like $5 for a transaction, but then they don't want you to pull out over $100. I'm like, what? It's around here. It's like, oh, we don't got over $1 million. I'm like, $1 million's only like $200, yeah? Well, it's a little over 2 million. It's a little over 200, but yeah, so I'm looking for, if I'm going to pay $5 on the tax, on a ATM fee, I want to be able to pull out more than just $100. But 2 of the ATMs I've gone to, yeah, one said it didn't have enough money for $1 million withdrawal, and the other one I used just, I don't know, it was malfunctioning. So it just helped for an evening drive. I would look up ATMs on my phone, but my phone's back at the hostel utilizing the Wi-Fi to upload a video. So I'm aimlessly just pedaling around the streets right now, hopefully not getting lost. Trying to keep my hostel in mind where I'm at, because you get so used to using Google Maps to find your way from place to place that you leave a place without your phone on you, you can easily get lost. So. bán tới hả? Còn ngon. Cái món quán dạ mấy cái There it is. I just dug into it without thinking about it. Got an egg. Got lots of good little onions and yeah, watercress. That's pretty good. And I got it spicy as hell. Well, the dinner at 7:30 didn't actually turn out, so because they didn't have enough people, and I took off my name off the tour for tomorrow, but I might put it back on. I don't know. Right now my phone's uploading the last video, so right now it's current. So I'm caught up on everything on the uploading. So I just want to get out and get some street food. So I don't know what this is actually. I'll have to look it up like I usually do. I usually go home and just figure out what while I'm in post edit. That's when I start Googling everything, and I put in all the information down below, because a lot of the spots I'll drop a pin, but I don't know what it is until I look into it more. But yeah, so I came down to the fair that's going on, and just got some street food.